Hey guys, welcome to the weekly market wrap-up. I'm Hannah Bernard. This week is a special one as Crush the Street is celebrating its 2-year anniversary for producing videos. So congratulations to our wonderful partners in the weekly market wrap-up. All right, let's dive into the equities sector and find out what mattered to us this week. The US stock market got off to a strong start this week, with both the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones posting record-breaking intraday highs, but not before slightly pulling back. The S&P ended up closing at 1,689 points, and the Dow ending up at 15,548. Overall, markets were heavily affected, as always, by remarks made by Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke, who walked a fine line of supportive monetary policies when he drew up an exit strategy for QE. The bond market reacted positively with interest rates coming off 2-year highs, which helped push equities to new record levels. Now, in Wednesday's Fed survey, it showed that 11 banking districts in the states reported modest to moderate growth, and in Dallas, the report reported strong growth, further underlying the belief that an economic recovery is slowly underway. That's enough from equities. Let's talk about currencies. Currencies will be a key focus as earnings season began earlier this week. The US dollar index has been pretty quiet in recent trades, currently moving in a tight range around its 50-day moving average. The price action spread for the greenback has been extremely volatile since the end of March, and it would not be surprising for us to soon see some weakness from the dollar. The dollar-yen pair cracked the 100 level this week, sending currency traders a buzz. However, for international equities investors, the focus should not be on specific nominal targets for the yen, but rather its stability, which has fueled a quiet recovery in the Nikkei, which yesterday's 193-point move made clear. Moving over to our picks for the week to winners and losers. Our winner this week is Overstock.com, or ticker symbol OSTK. Overstock.com jumped up over 22% against the prior session, based on revenue increase of 22%, well above expectations. Volume was extremely strong, with shares trading hands at 5 times the average rate. We do urge you to be careful though, as long-term prospects for Overstock may be deceiving. Shares are now trading at 40 times earnings, and the revenue bump is primarily coming off of increased activity from its current consumer base, not from new ones. So something to be aware of. We have a first victim of earnings season that just landed them in our loser spot, which is JAKK Pacific Inc, or ticker symbol JAKK. JAKK was hit hard on Thursday, giving up 39% in share valuation based on an extremely poor quarterly report. JAKK Pacific's disappointing report was correlated to the company's decision to not renew its popular Pokemon license. What were they thinking? Everyone loves Pokemon, and instead shift its focus onto other brands. For all you dumpster divers, you may still want to steer clear of JAKK shares, as the company has announced a restructuring plan in the third quarter. That will involve laying off workers and closing up retail locations, so I wouldn't recommend buying any of this stock. Last but not least, let's talk about precious metals. Last week we reported some good news, but this week we've returned to lackluster performances. Gold just can't catch a break after having such a strong push last week. The yellow metal again disappoints, getting sucked into another tight consolidation range. Not a complete disaster though, as momentum is picking up, which is another clue that the dollar may weaken temporarily. Gold closed at $1,300. Silver joined gold with a disappointing nature, especially as it appeared that it was going to stay above $20, only for the price action to fall down to $19. Like gold, momentum is picking up for silver, and a potential short squeeze in the precious metals could lead to strong gains. Finally, Palladium skyrocketed its way to $741, its highest price of the month so far. It remains to be seen whether Palladium can cross above the $760 resistance line, but the current economic environment favors cyclical companies, and therefore the other white metals should stay positive. And that wraps it up. Thanks again so much for joining us for another weekly market wrap-up. I hope you all have an amazing weekend, but before you go, find us on Facebook and Twitter and click that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing from us. For VNN, I'm Hannah Bernard.